I'm not doing this video, guys, to give you what's this inyama on the skeleton. I'm literally just giving you the skeleton, and you guys are just gonna figure out the inyama on it, because I want you to actively do your research by yourself. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Hiiiiii aka Mash, and welcome to the Mash Squad. I really hope you guys can hear me. Why am I so shy today? I feel so shy. I'm just having green tea, so I just thought let me just do a sit down, because it's a video that I've been meaning to shoot. So I just thought, let me just do it. But yeah, today's the 27th of September, and I just saw that it is Contraceptive Day. I don't know if it's World Contraceptive Day or if it's just in South Africa, I'm not sure. And this is a video that I've been meaning to shoot for some time now because of my personal experience. Damn, putting my personal beanies out there. Just so you know, guys, just for in case my parents are watching this, I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. I am a virgin. No sex before marriage. No sex before marriage. In this channel, no sex before marriage, okay? In this channel, okay? But I'm gonna teach you. So I'm gonna teach you guys from personal experience and from a healthcare worker point of view. And not so much from a healthcare worker point of view, because to be quite honest, I didn't really do much research when it comes to contraceptives when I was practicing as a nurse, so I didn't really know much about it. So today I'm going to be talking about contraceptives, since it's Contraceptive Day. Apparently, I don't know if it's just in South Africa or if it's international, but it's a video that I've been planning to do for so long because of personal experience over the past months. And I just thought, actually, this is something that people need to hear about. This is something that women need to know about before they decide which contraceptive they should take. So I'll probably title this which contraceptive should I take, if it's your first time or you're trying to switch, or after birth, whatever, whenever. Just a lot of people, the one thing that I wanted to address is that how a certain contraceptive treats the next person is not how it's going to treat you. So if I was on a certain contraceptive, for example's sake, if I was taking a Nysterate and it got me fat, it doesn't mean that it's going to get you fat. If it made me nauseous all the time, it doesn't mean that it's going to make you nauseous all the time. If it got rid of my periods completely, doesn't mean that it's going to get rid of your periods completely. The physiology behind it, I'm not so sure. I didn't do research, but just thinking about it, we're different as people. We have different levels of hormones. We have different levels of hormones. So if you're introducing another hormone to your body, it's a foreign thing, and for your body to adapt to that certain hormone, it'll different. For example, Masucha has a progesterone level at 57%. Now we're giving her 30% of progesterone, and then you have progesterone level at 80%, and now we're giving you 20% of progesterone. Now it's on 100, you know. So it's going to treat us completely differently, because the moment you introduced any hormone or anything into your body, your body reacts differently to it based on a lot of things, based on genetics, based on your health, exercising habits, your lifestyle habits, a lot of things. It just, when it comes to the body, we're different as people. So do not compare yourself to anybody, not to your mom, not to your sister, not to your friend, not to your cousin, not to your aunt, not to your grandmother, not to anybody, but you are you. You need to know that you are you are yourself, and how a certain pill, contraceptive, or whatever is going to treat you differs from person to person. Do not go onto Twitter and read about how an IUCD treated a certain person. Ngoku uyoyika. Now you're scared of using an IUCD. Now jiggy you're pregnant. Guys, please. Futike, the first thing that you need to know is that condoms are the best contraceptives. Condoms are the best because they protect you from both HIVs and STIs and all those diseases, and also pregnancy. So it's a 2-in-1 type of situation. Not even 2-in-1, million in one type of situation. So use condoms, guys. use condoms. I cannot stress this enough. Whether you're on a contraceptive or not, use condoms. It's going to protect you from a lot of things. It's going to help you not to stress about izinto that are unnecessary. Already stress so don't add stress. You have to start getting onto certain treatments, because now diseases, having to go see the doctor because of 1, 2, 3 and da da da. Don't do that to yourself. Use condoms. Take contraceptives and use condoms. Or abanye abantu use condoms only and it works perfectly from them. It's just that it's very important to have a good communication between you and your partner, because should the condom burst, there should be communication. If you have a partner and you've been partners for a certain time, but I'm a daughter, guys. I'm actually so glad that I'm having this talk as Mash and not as Mash the midwife, because now I can actually just talk about how men, guys, men. So honestly speaking, you never know if umuntu, let's just be honest and straight up, as Black South Africans, we know some men just want to trap you with a baby, so you'll never know. We know some guys, when I was at vids, that some men actually put holes on the condom, so you'll never know. So honestly speaking, having both of the things will benefit you at the end of the day. Yes, you can have a partner that you trust and it works out for the both of you. Definitely go for it. I'm not saying that all men are the same. I'm not saying South African men are a certain way. I'm not saying this is just South African men. I'm just referring to them because they are the ones that I know best. That's where I grew up, so they are the ones that I know best. So just for your own peace and sanity, just use both. Use condoms and use contraceptives. Now getting into actual contraceptives, and I'm not saying condoms are not actual contraceptives. They 100% are. Okay, not 100%. They're like 99.8 or something like that. I don't remember. But use condoms, guys. It's the best way to do this. Use condoms and also contraceptives, right? And then when it comes to deciding which contraceptive you need to take, every single time you either go on Google or you ask anybody, they will tell you the same thing, and I'm going to come here and tell you the same thing. Consult a doctor. Go to a doctor, go to a nurse, go to a healthcare facility and just find out about it. There are pamphlets that have information about contraceptives and how to decide whatever. Go and get that, read up about it, go on Google, research. But you need to find websites that actually have correct information. I personally, when it comes to health, is it Healthline? That website is a definite to go, because I've used it a lot of times and every single time it gave me accurate information, because I know what I'm looking for. Sometimes it's just that I forgot terms or whatever. So if I'm looking for something and I always go on that website, it works out for me. By the way, this is not sponsored. No one is sponsoring me for nothing. But anyway, go to look for articles. Articles are always the best way to go when it comes to getting information, because when it comes to websites like WebMed, sometimes it gives accurate information. And also, if you've done research, you know that Wikipedia is just not something that you reference in this life thing. So yes, sometimes I use it, but it's not that accurate. So if you're looking for anything, you can look the website Healthline. I'll try to just either write it here on my description box. And NBCI, I forgot the term. WHO also is perfect. WHO, which is World Health Organization, is also the perfect place. I will try to look up websites that you can go to look for health related information, not just contraceptives, so that you don't go on Google and end up getting the wrong information, because people can just go on Google and just edit whatever they want to edit. So yeah, just be careful with that, because Google is almost like Twitter. Anyone can just write whatever they want, whatever's on their mind. Get it? Cool. So when you're deciding that, you need to do as much research as you can, because personally, I did not do much research. I didn't do much research, so I ended up going through a lot. The past months, okay, not the past months, the beginning of the year was very bad and very hectic for me, which is something that I'll probably talk about at some point. I should talk about it. I probably will, most probably will talk about it I fell into depression and anxiety at another level, a level that I had never seen in my life before. And I will not pinpoint it to the contraceptive that I was on. I won't say, you know, because of this, yes. But later on, the year hasn't ended. But anyway, a few months back, that's when I realized that let me do research on this pill that I'm taking. I was taking the pill not for contraceptive, but for hormonal imbalance. So I had been on the pill for months, actually, like months, for some time, because yeah, my hormones were just like, honey, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it, however I want to do it. I don't give a damn what you do about it. I'm just gonna live my life the way I want to live it. But anyway, unfortunately for me, because I got on the pill, guys, like, okay, basically I got on the pill to balance my hormones, right? And I already have another contraceptive. So as a matter of now, it's 2-in-1, right? And then I realized that this one day I'm just like, let me just do research about these pills because they really be getting you sick. Those pills drove me insane, physically, mentally, every single lay that you can think of. I was just going crazy. But then when I did research, I realized that it has depression and anxiety and as a side effect. And then I'm just there like, you know what? There are so many side effects that I relate to with these pills. So let me stop them and see what happens. And I did. And I don't want to lie to you. I remember texting my best friend that you guys know, I remember texting her and be like, I know maybe I'm being dramatic or whatever a week later, but I'm just like, I feel so much better. Like I feel mentally and physically better than the past weeks, days, whatever. I'm just like, am I seeing things? Because sometimes, you know, your brain plays tricks on you. It's like, now that you stop that pill, you feel better and you believe it. But I'm just like, I feel so much better. And like, it was like I had this weight on me and it's just been dropped. I'm no longer feeling heavy as I used to, you know? So yeah, that's what made me decide that I need to talk about contraceptives. You need to do your research because it affects so many things. It affects so many things. It affects your mental, your physical, your psyche. It affects so many things. You'll wonder, oh, why am I moody? Today you wake up and you're just feeling crazily nauseous. It messes up your periods, stuff like that, you know. So yeah, anyway, let me just get down to how to actually choose the contraceptive that you're going to go for. Unfortunately, I'm going to tell you something that you do not want to hear. Unfortunately, you will only know once you've tried it. Like I said, we're different, so you need to just go for the best and better option. As you know that we have different diseases, ailments or whatever. So if you have like hypertension or whatever, you can't take certain contraceptives. If you have 1, 2, 3, you can't take certain things. For example, if you take an IUD, if you put on an IUD, it's always the best option because it has no hormones. But a lot of people just don't want anything foreign in their bodies. And there have been people that have had complaints. And I'm just going to say this, guys, you will never know until it's on you. You will never know until you have tried it. You will never know how it's going to treat you until you have tried it. So if I tell you that my IUD came out, my baby was holding the IUD like this. Yeah, guys, wait. My baby came out holding my IUD like this. It doesn't mean your baby's gonna come holding the IUD like that or that you're gonna have a baby in the first place. Yeah? So go and try it yourself. If you want to go for an IUD, I feel like IUDs are the best options depending on whether you want anything in you or not. And no, I'm not sponsored by Mary Stopes, but a lot of people that I know that have IUDs and they just grand and happy, they got them from Mary Stopes. So I think it's the best and better choice to do it. So to do it there, because they have such a great and good reputation. Just find out, research about that, because I remember speaking to the doctor that I used to work with back when I was a midwife last year, and we were talking about IUDs, how other people put them not in place, because he was showing me the proper procedure. And then I realized, oh damn, actually this is why some people come back and they're like, it hurts, whatever. It's because of the procedure itself. So if you know that this healthcare facility has a good reputation regarding certain things, then definitely go for it. So if you know someone who's had, you know, man, lots of reference, guys. You know that's how we work these days, get influencers and whatever. I just tell you that I bought this top from Mr. Price and it lasted me 5 years. You go and get it too, you know? Yes, it works. Like, even with health, it works like that. So if you want to get an IUD, go for it. It has its own side effects, of course, but it has no hormones. So it can't mess up with your cycle. It can actually, in a way, but like not hormonal related, you know? And some people think, they have the misconception that when you have sex with your partner, they're going to feel that you have it in you. There's no such thing. Your partner's not going to feel it. Or baby's not going to feel it. It's not going to be uncomfortable or anything like that. Just do your research. Just Google it. Find out information. And if I'm not mistaken, you can find the information on the Mary Stokes website as well. So just, yeah, go there. Go look for it there as well. And if you're considering pills, Mina guys, if you're my age, how old am I? Yo. Anyway, if you are a young human being like me, because me, I'm young, I've been 18 ever since I was 18, I would highly not recommend taking a pill. Don't do it. Don't do it, because the pill, here's the thing with the pill, right? It has, the terminologies for medical, like the medical terms are just out of my brain. Lifespan. I think it is lifespan. Yeah, like pills have like lifespan. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna call it lifespan. I just don't remember what it is. So like pills have like a lifespan. So when it comes to oral pills for contraceptives, they have 24 hours, right? So this is what happens. The moment it reaches 24 hours, the pill, if it lets, the purpose is done. It's finished. I don't even think it's like 24 hours. Like, now that I think about it physiologically, I think it might be more than that, like 25, 26. Because the moment you take a pill, it takes about 30 minutes to work. So it's like a cycle. You keep replacing it. You know, I don't know how to explain this. You know the time thing that, I don't have it, that they use for, you remember, I think in Look at the Bold and the Beautiful, that time thing, I don't know what it's called, the one that you can turn around and then it just has the sand going in and then it ends. It's the same as the pill. It works until that sand is finished and then you have to turn it around. That's when you take your pill and then that's when it starts working again. I am hoping that I am making as much sense as I can. I hope you guys hear me. I really hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. So with a pill, you have to take it at a certain time every single day. Once you miss the pill, chances of you getting pregnant are high, because here's what, you're out here having sex, unprotected sex, and you forgot your pill for the day. Maybe you had sex a day ago. Sperms have a lifespan of like 3 to 5, 7 days. 7 is pushing it, but 3 to like 5 days. They can stay in your body, inside of you for a good 3 days, 5 days. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember well, I think it is. It should be 3, 5. I think 5 is the one that's where you're pushing it. But yeah, it stays for that long in you. So the moment you do not take your pill, fertilization takes place. Of course, you have to consider your cycle, your menstrual cycle. A lot of people prevent using their menstrual cycle. Unfortunately, for people like me who don't have their hormones balanced, I cannot do that. I cannot be like, you know, today I'm ovulating, so let's not do this. Or in 2 or 3 days I'll be ovulating, so yeah, let's just not do this. We will do it after ovulation, whatever, because then you can use your menstrual cycle to prevent. Like, you can make sure that 3 days before your cycle you use condoms. I mean, use them all the time, guys. Use them always use condoms. But like, let's just say for reality's sake, you use condoms 3 days before your ovulation, and then you ovulate, and then at least 3 days after ovulation. Yes, is it 3 days or is it on the same day? I answers mean I'm no longer a healthcare worker. Okay, I'll just try and find out actually. just do some research on how you can trace your menstrual cycle. Download this app. Yo guys, no one is sponsoring me. Download this app called Flow. I will also try and link it down below. It will tell you when you are fertile. It will tell you don't do it. It will tell you even when you're late, like you're late for your periods. It would be like to me, you are 5 days late, and I'm like, honey, I'm not pregnant, just my hormones not balanced. Hold your horses. But anyway, that's what it does. It updates you. So download an app that can track your periods so that you know when is the good time to have, okay, if you're trying to fall pregnant, when is the right time to have unprotected sex so that you can fall pregnant. So you can just use that. I mentioned amapilisi, guys. When it comes to pills, highly not recommended for people that are busy, people that go grooving, people that uyazazi now ukuthi uyahamba Friday endlini ubuye Sunday. If you're not going to take your pills properly, you will end up catching, because now you have to trace your periods. On top of that, you're taking pills. Now you forgot your pill, you forgot that you're ovulating, boom, you fall pregnant. Yo guys, stress. After being pregnant now at my age, it's teenage pregnancy, guys. When you're 20 something and you get pregnant, yeah guys, teenage pregnancy, unless you're over 20. So yeah, when it comes to pills, also do research about the side effects that they could have, and just know that you need to take the pill every single day at the same time, because the lifespan, it's no longer alive, it's dead, it's gone. And if it's dead and it's gone, it can't protect you. And when you start pills, consult with your healthcare worker, ask them when can you start having unprotected sex. Don't do it, but if you have to, then you need to find out, because I think you have to wait about 7 days before this pill actually starts properly working. So just find out about that, so that you don't be like, today I took a pill, so baby, let's just do it, just roll, So just find out that, because you need to wait a certain time to wait for it to actually protect you from pregnancy before you can actually test it. If I make sense. And then we have injections as well. Just find out about them. I feel like pills and injections are the same. It's just that with injections, we have 2 months, which is Nestorate, and there's 3 months, which is Depo. So just do your research based on it. I know that a lot of healthcare workers recommend Nestorate for youngsters, and then Depo for women who already had babies. I do not know. I just know myths around that, but I do not know the truth behind it. I haven't really done proper research. I haven't really sat down and been like, okay, here's the research. I'm not doing this video, guys, to give you what's this inyama on the skeleton. I'm literally just giving you the skeleton, and you guys are just gonna figure out the inyama on it, because I want you to actively do your research by yourself. Do the research yourself. Find out, okay, since I don't want an IUD because I don't want a foreign thing inside of me, I'm considering an injection, because then it lasts longer, because then you can get injected today, wait 2 months, go back, Leona, just know they say 2 months because lifetime is 2 months. After 2 months, it stops working. So if you're gonna wait for a week or whatever, bubukiri, you can get pregnant. I had a lot of patients, not a lot, but a lot of patients who would get pregnant while on contraceptives, and you just, they're like looking at their cards, they'll be like, yeah, I got pregnant while on Depo, I got pregnant while on whatever. You look at the card, they miss dates. They miss it by 1 week, 2 weeks, and then when they get pregnant, they're like, yeah, this thing doesn't work. And that's what they come and tell you guys. They come and tell their friends that it does not work. So don't listen to people. Guys, hey, stop listening to people. Do your own research and go and find out for yourself by yourself. Just do it. Because people, you have a baby now. Yeah? Let's apart from that, sure, me, I know, because I have a little sister. I know. I saw it with my own eyes. Trust me, nothing was cute. Guys, teenage pregnancy, lifetime commitment. Till death do us apart. Are you ready for that? If you're not scared, do you a favor and stop listening to people, because abantu bano mona, they're jealous, so they're gonna finna get you. Don't listen to people. I can't stress this enough. Do not listen to people. You need to do this yourself by yourself. You need to. All about to Twitter. No, hey, what doesn't work? Those people forget to say this didn't work for me. Guys, I've been talking for 30 minutes. Damn. They forget to say this didn't work for me. It doesn't mean it's not gonna work for you. You know? So yeah. So I'm also gonna mention different types of contraceptives. We have pills. There are different kinds and types of pills. That's why I was saying that if you have certain conditions, you can't take certain pills. And some people end up having huge complications, guys, from contraceptives, like huge complications. That's why you need to do your research. You need to know your health. You need to know, guys, literally BP, yearly health, what do you call it, checkups. You need to do those things, like, just so that you know, go to the gym, eat healthy. That's very important. It contributes a lot to contraceptives, because now, if like, a lot of healthcare workers will also let you know that when people say nursterate or whatever made them fat, it's not because it made them fat. It makes, yeah, it increases appetite their house. So it depends on what you eat. If right now, when you have high appetite, you go and buy spatlo, you go and buy kota, you go buy panichao, ekana. Obviously, you're gonna gain weight and you're not working out, you're not doing anything. So, baby girl, what are you expecting? Where's that food supposed to go? Hey, absorption. Body, hey, please be serious about yourself and about your life. This thing is going to get you fat. If you're not exercising, you're not eating healthy, and you're on any a certain form of contraceptive, and it increases your appetite, you will get pregnant. You will gain weight. Not me saying pregnant, child. You will gain weight. So we have oral. We have different types of oral. We have, I think, just 2 injections. At least that's the ones that I know. Nursterate, and okay, in the government facilities, because I've never worked in private, and I know that private most of the time private hospitals have their own medication that are different from public. Sometimes they literally just have the same ingredients, different name, whatever. So you have nursterate and depot. Nursterate 2 months, depot 3 months. And then we have an IUD, which is intrauterine device. They put it right inside your uterus to prevent any form of pregnancy. It basically prevents the sperm from meeting your egg, so that fertilization does not take place. That's if I remember well, but that's the pathophysiology behind it, if I remember well. So this one, myths are that babies come carrying it. Myths are that your man can feel it, it's uncomfortable, and it does get uncomfortable depending on how your healthcare worker placed it. But again, you will never know until you try it. And the advice that I gave you, do your research before you go to a certain hospital or whatever. Do your research. Mary Stopes have been doing this amazing work from, I have never worked there. I'm not being paid to say this. I just know that a lot of people that I know that have done that have put their IUDs there, you know, just go there, book an appointment online, and I don't remember how much it is. The prices differ according to what you want to do. And then you also have implants. Implants are 3 years and 5 years, if I remember well. So with implants, they also have hormones. So of the 4, there's only one that doesn't have hormones. That's your IUD, because it's a device that goes in. The rest have hormones. So you need to do your proper research about complications and whatever. And remember that they will... Remember that when it comes to medication, they will write iskat of side effects. Doesn't mean that all of them are going to relate to you. Doesn't mean all of them are you're going to get them. No. Sometimes, even other contraceptives, they will write that you will have increased bleeding, and then others, you won't have any bleeding, because it treats people different. They will write that either this or that, or it can just proceed and be normal. Like, you have 3 options, so you never know until you try it, you know? Get what I'm saying? Get my point? But yeah, we have those. I'm not sure. I think that's it, guys. I think I've mentioned everything that I didn't plan this properly, so I think I've mentioned everything that I had to mention. Just be careful, especially when it comes to mental health, because I do not want to lie, the pill that I was on really just drove me bananas. I was just going through a lot, because just remember that, I mean, I'm not gonna solely blame the pill for this. I had depression in 2019. That was the first episode that I had, and then I've never had it before ever again. And then when I got it this time, it's now, I think, I mean, I have it because of genetics. I don't know, I think so, because no one has officially been diagnosed with depression in my family. So I do think that it's genetic. Remember that when it comes to mental health, it's genetics, it's environment, it's stresses, it's a lot of things, and also the medication that you could be taking. So with me, what was happening at that time was environmental it started genetically, then it got worse because of environmental stresses, and then now the pill. So everything just kept piling it up and made it worse. So when I stopped taking the pills, it started feeling better. Like literally it felt like now I just took them off and put them down, you know. Give all your things to the Lord. So anyway, I think I'm just gonna end my my thing here, my video here. I love you guys so much. Stop telling people not to get on contraceptives because they treated you badly. Stop it. And now stop listening to people who tell you that. Guys, stop listening to laying men out there. Listen to your healthcare workers. Go and ask a healthcare worker, a trusted one at that, because I won't say healthcare workers are perfect. They're also not perfect. So anyway, I'm gonna end my vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching and for listening, and I really hope that you make the right decisions, and that when you decide to have a baby, it will be because you would like to, you want to, you're stable mentally, financially, physically. Each and every single in your life, every department of your life is where you want it to be, and you feel like you're ready to have a child, not because it just happened, you know. Because one thing about having an unplanned baby, sisters, guys, because wow, life is very expensive. I can't afford myself. Imagine now having little Mash. Oof, stress. So yeah, guys, that is all that I wanted to share with you. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please do ask me. I will add my colleague, former classmates, Instagram here. You can ask her questions as well. I'll just ask her for you if it's okay. Then I'll just edit there just so that, yeah, you can ask her questions regarding this, because my health now is a bit, it's taking. So just if you ask her, then you will have more information. If you want to ask me, it's okay, you can ask me. Maybe I can redirect the question to you. I can do the research for you, or if I already know the answer, I'll just let you know and just give you more information. Anyway, please like the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and after giving it a thumbs up, please share it, because a lot of women need this. Youngsters need this. Younger people are starting to have sex. It's right now, it's either we accept it or what, I don't know. But yeah, just share the video so that people have more access to this and they know this. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. And yeah, that's about it. Like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to put on your notifications, because this girl posts sometimes. I don't have consistency, especially now that schools are open. Anyway guys, I'm done. I'm talking too much. Bye.